this point, I've lost track of the number of times I've made the 3,000-mile journey across my country. But each trip has woven itself into my soul. Becoming some of my most sacred memories. The journey holds deep meaning for me. It often has come to symbolize milestones in my life. A marker of the changes I've been through and the growth I've had. And this time was no different than all the times before.
I don't know how good this audio is. We're next to a river and it's a little bit windy up higher, so it might be a little bit noisy, but hopefully you can hear me okay. We are about an hour and a half into the drive at this point. It is so beautiful. We were gonna try to leave around 2 o'clock, and then we ended up leaving just before 4 o'clock, so very on time as per usual, and it's just been beautiful. We're just in the middle of the mountains now, and I haven't been out here in a couple weeks, and all the flowers are growing. There's so many more that I haven't seen in a long time. Of course, the daisies and the foxglove are still here, but there are some beautiful little yellow ones that have been sprinkling the sides of the roads. I'm gonna go take a look at the river real quick before we keep going. I stopped here last year just to enjoy the scenery a little bit, and I didn't realize that I had pulled off at the same place, so it feels kind of special to be here again. Like a sign. So, excited to keep going.
I just missed this. The fireweed's starting now too. It's so pretty.
I just crawled under this log and found this beautiful big area filled with foxgloves. It's so pretty, and it's just right here next to the river. Oh, I love this place. It hasn't quite set in that we'll be driving for 3 full days, but I feel like we're just coming here to enjoy the nature, but I'm certainly enjoying it. It's so pretty.
I will have lived in Washington for 4 years come October. I've made this trip across the country back and forth 3 times since that initial move. So much has changed through each year that I've followed these same roads that brought me to this land. The land that has grown around me and become my home. Or perhaps rather, I'm the one that has grown into it. Like a tree taking root.
Made it to the pass.
I traveled here like a seed on the wind, settling finally in the comfort of the soil. Sinking my roots deep into the earth, and blooming in the place where I finally landed. Whenever I journey from my new home back to the old, I'm filled with peace and this deep sense of joy. And I know that following that whim to journey here all those years ago was the best decision I ever made. Even when the nights on the road are getting long and I'm tired, they are so unbelievably worth it. Alrighty, it is about a little after 1 a.m. local time. We're in Montana, and I've been driving, and I'm switching off. I've been driving, and I am now sleepy, so it is my turn to snooze. But I will check in with you either when I wake up or in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's early. I'm tired. We are almost through the Rockies. We drove through most of them in the dark, but hopefully I can get a little bit of them. There was a beautiful sunrise that I wasn't able to stop and get because the one area to stop was closed, but right here is beautiful. Got in some new clothes, gonna brush my teeth, and I want to show you some of these wildflowers before we start moving again. I love Montana. It's so beautiful. One of my favorite places in this whole world. Let's go look at some flowers. I'm a little bit more awake now, and you probably can't hear me super well because I'm still kind of close to the road, but I just wanted to check in. It is a beautiful morning today in Montana. The plan right now is just to keep driving. Our goal is to continue driving until we can. We have been switching off all night. It's back to my turn now. I think we'll switch off one more time and snooze again before spending kind of the day just going and enjoying the nature. But it has been such a beautiful day. I cannot believe it. I do think I'm going to turn in to sleep soonish, so I probably won't catch you until this afternoon. But just wanted to let you in a little bit on that plan. But we're just hauling. And so far we're pretty good at it. The following day was spent in the land of the big sky, traveling through prairies, along beautiful rock formations, and through the most magnificent badlands. Something about these lands always make my soul sing, and someday I hope to get to spend more time among them. So we are on the very last bit of light. We have made it through most of North Dakota. I've never been through North Dakota before on one of my cross-country trips, and it's very beautiful. I've been loving all of the wildflowers. There's even more here that I will show you in a moment. It's similar to South Dakota, a lot of those incredible canyons and just beautiful grasslands. I've been deeply, deeply enjoying it, but we're gonna lose light soon. I am the daytime driver, so I'll turn in
soon after it's dark and switch off and probably switch back in. We're both starting to get pretty tired, so we're going to be switching back and forth a little more than last night. But for the most part, we're making pretty good time, and it's been a good time. But now I'm in my comfy clothes. I wanted to take one more moment to just enjoy the nature while I could see it before it's dark for many hours, and show you guys a little bit. The sky is pretty hazy right now, but it makes the sun kind of beautiful. It's a lovely day.
The evening turned to night through overcast skies. And then before I knew it, it was day again, and the last day of our travels. And though there was a change of plans, we made it. My first step, as always, when I'm back in Virginia, is to spend some time with the earth and the nature that raised me. While I couldn't do much in the way of working, with what little time we had, I could at least make something of a gift. Alrighty, there was a little bit of a last minute change of plans yesterday. We ended up pushing our timeline. It's difficult to make it exactly on time when you are driving 3,000 miles. And so we made a game time decision to stop back at my home in Virginia, get a good night's rest, and take a shower, which was so lovely. Absolutely adore showers, especially after living in the car for a couple days. But we aren't here for long. I just made a bouquet to bring to my partner's mother, and I'm really happy with it. It's a little bit wild and crazy, but so is the nature here. And now we're off to go meet a couple of our friends who we said we were gonna meet last night, but lunch will do well, I think. So I think this is where my adventure starts to come to a close. I didn't end up filming a lot yesterday. I woke up with trees again in Wisconsin. It was so exciting to see trees and wildflowers, and oh my gosh, it was so beautiful, so green. And I spent most of the day just driving through farms and beautiful, beautiful land. I love it out there. The trees start to look familiar and like home here, and it was nice to get to see all of that. But then it was dark and we just kept trekking. We got in here a little after 4 a.m. I think, and just went to bed right away. So the last bit of the adventure is always a good push, but I'm glad to be here. But I am on a timeline, so I need to close this out. This is the last bit of this side of the adventure that I will be sharing with you. I don't think I'll be filming a lot in town, but I will definitely be sharing with you the adventure back, and that will be very, very soon. So thanks for coming along with me this far, and I'll see you in a bit.